Hey, Super Nerd friends! Happy New Year! Yay, it's 2013. Hope you guys had a good New Year's. I guess I'm just gonna share my New Year's story. Isaiah somehow convinced me to take his shift. It's like, you're only working 4 hours. Don't you want 5 more hours? Yeah, take my shift. So I did. Chris bought a couple of hats. I got the pink one and the old pink kazoo. And when it turned midnight, we were kind of on opposite ends of the store. There were no customers in there at midnight. So I was like, and it was just kind of sad. It was fun though. It was more fun than they had at home because we don't have a TV or anything. So apparently it's kind of lame at home as well. Alexis, you fell asleep. So yeah, happy 2013. I spent my first 4 hours of the new year trying to make LA Noire work. Encountered every problem on the page. Everyone's having all these problems because it's really not made for PC. It just doesn't work on PCs and definitely doesn't work on Windows 8, which I decided to install before installing LA Noire. And I fixed all those problems, and now there's a problem that I can't fix because I now look at the system requirements and it is a 2.2 gigahertz processor and mine is 1.73. So darn. That has inspired my New Year's resolution, which is to build a gaming desktop computer. That's my New Year's resolution. So, yeah. Although now this may be the shortest lived New Year's resolution ever because I just thought of this a few hours ago, but now I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't play high-end games. They're expensive. I would like to play them, but I'm not sure how dedicated I am. It would be really fun to build a computer. I do want a desktop, and so yes, I'm going to build a desktop computer this year. I'm going to keep it under $1,000, maybe under $500. Yeah, so that's my goal. I think that would be really fun. So, yeah, and then I could play Assassin's Creed, I could play LA Noire, I could play... So yeah, I'll keep gaming on this computer with maybe I can play the first BioShock and some of the older ones, and yeah, and then, yeah, so I'm really excited for that. I got my driver's license, yes, I passed my test, and then, I passed the test and then went straight to the driver's license. So that was at 8 that I took the test, and I passed it, and then went to the Department of Licensing, and they opened at 8:30, got right in there, got my license, and hurrah! I won't show you the, but ta-da! Here's my me passing the test, yay! I got a 92, because I failed parallel parking and starting on a hill. It was hardly a hill, I didn't even realize it was a hill, so I didn't turn my wheels. And also I didn't turn and look over my shoulder for bikes as I pulled over to the side, and I didn't turn my signal either time. So that was the only thing, and she was really nice. She was the lady who owns the tiny little place. I told you about me calling around, but I was supposed to take the test with her son, but he was late, and my mom says that's a very good thing that I took it with her instead of her son, because he came in as I was out taking the test, and apparently he is 22 and very, very cute, and I never got to see him, so I'm kind of bummed about that. And not all the guys that I like are British. Les Mis. I saw Les Mis, and it's gorgeous. I didn't have very high hopes for Russell Crowe. And I know Amanda Seyfried, and she was, I don't mind her voice so much. It was nice. But Russell Crowe's voice was really, really great. It's just his acting wasn't quite there. But yeah, it was so great. And oh, I just forgot his name. Marius. Marius was lovely. He was lovely. His voice was lovely, and oh, it was so sad. All of the boys were so cute. Gosh. And Joanna and I have watched a few episodes of Firefly, and Nathan Fillion is so cute in those. Oh my gosh. And Jane, I love Jane. Jane and Nathan Fillion, especially. They're wonderful. And I got my Sherlock poster for Christmas, and that's up in my room right now, so that's exciting. I'm gonna check how long this is. Okay. I was going somewhere with that. So he was 22 and very cute, and so my mom thought it was good that I didn't have him sitting next to me as I was trying to concentrate on my driving. She thought that she wouldn't have had an easy time concentrating with a cute guy that she didn't know sitting next to her. So, yeah. Which kind of reminded me of David Tennant and Learners. But that's... Anyway. I've driven to KFC a few times. Tomorrow's going to be the busy day. So that'll be, yay, class, yay, school, I'm so excited. I talked with Kathy a bit today. Oh gosh. I feel like there were a billion things I was going to say, and now they're just floated out of my mind. Oh, yes. Alexis, you were talking about something. I was talking with you about one thing. And I had peach pie today. My grandma gave us some rhubarb pie. We were like, oh, thanks for the rhubarb pie, Grandma. Then my mom took the rhubarb pie out and put it in the oven, and then she realized that it was not rhubarb pie, it was peach pie. And then she's like, oh, I don't want peach pie, and so she was going to not make the pie. I'm like, I haven't had peach pie, make the pie, good heavens. So she made the pie. My mom hasn't had peach pie either, so it was very good. We had no ice cream to go with it. It was pretty good pie. So, and yes, I've remembered what I was going to say. Alexis, you and I were talking about Buffy and TV shows. And, yeah, it makes me kind of sad that you guys are loving Buffy. And that never happened with Doctor Who. But now I guess I just have to, I'm not making any promises. And I really need to get to bed. But I have a plan. It might involve watching Buffy. And then calling you guys more often. But I didn't say that. Yeah, but Merlin. Watch Merlin. If I watch Buffy, will you watch Merlin? I don't want to, but I'm glad you're enjoying Buffy. Is that all I had to say? There's one other thing. So I was taking my test, the driver's test. I really wasn't nervous beforehand. I didn't feel nervous in the test. So I feel pretty comfortable driving these days. Although it is getting cold here, and I do have to scrape my car before I get into it going from QFC. And the windshield is very cracked. It makes me kind of nervous, because there's a crack that goes all the way across the windshield. But, there are only 2 times my mouth has gone dry in my life. One of them was at History Day, when I made a documentary about Jim Henson and the Muppets, and presented it in front of 3 judges. That was terrifying. It was a horrible documentary. But, my mouth was so dry. It was so difficult to talk. And the only other time was during the driving test. Was at the first few minutes, she was like, and turn right at the next light. And I'd be like, okay. By the end of the test, I didn't say anything. So I'm like, my mouth is glued shut. I'd like to say, alright, will do. But I can't open my mouth, so I'm not going to say anything, which was fine. I didn't have to talk. In fact, I think they prefer it if you don't talk. So, anyway, now I just have games going through my mind. I just kind of want to play a game. I want break to go on, and then I can read the books I didn't read. I can play the games I didn't play. Just makes more New Year's resolutions. I have more New Year's resolutions, but see, there's a thing. I say that New Year's resolutions make me kind of depressed because they for me, there are times when I've made goals and I've accomplished them and told myself that I will or won't do something, and then I've done that. New Year's is never that time. It's never quite the motivator. It's kind of a big thing because everyone makes them, and there's just an expectation that they're not gonna last. I don't know. You make them, they never last for anyone, and so it's really depressing to even make them. So having said that, I do have New Year's resolutions, but they're not New Year's resolutions. They are resolutions. And I have to keep them. I don't know. I don't really. Maybe I'll share them after I've accomplished them. I will share them after I've accomplished them. I won't share them. Sorry. But they're there. They're there. The building a computer one is going to happen. I'm sharing that because it is going to happen. The other ones are going to happen, but internally, I know. Never mind. Anyway, I'm really distracted right now. My mind is elsewhere, and I'm horrible at doing vlogs, so sorry about that. Have a great night. Happy first day of 2013, and it's almost over. Let's do a countdown to the second day of 2013. That would make my video 3 minutes longer. Okay, and it's not going to matter for you guys anyways. Okay. Good night, Super Nerd friends. It's been lovely having this chat. I miss you guys. We should do this more often. We should play a game sometime. We should play a game together because my computer can handle Left 4 Dead. All right. Good night and good night. And I need to find the button. So good night. Oh, and I need to press the button. Good night.